Hello, friends. Welcome back. Welcome to all of you. So, what are we going to talk about in our discussion today? Well, I'm not going to talk about any concepts as such, but I would rather want to share with you four magical phrases that you could use at the current workplace or any workplace that you're part of and ensure that you have amazing relationships with people. Well, these are things which we often hear. We often hear people saying these things, but I believe they're not said to an extent that they need to be said. So I'm going to reiterate these things. Perhaps if you're already doing them, please continue to do that. But if you're not, maybe there is an opportunity for you to consider to start using these phrases in your communication at the workplace. So what are these four things? Number one, the first thing that one needs to use more often is to say, I was wrong. Now, do you say that even when you're right? No, not really. But you say that every time you realize later that what I said the other day perhaps was incorrect. Maybe during the course of a meeting, you shared some data or you presented something or you shared your opinion on something. And then you discovered later that the information that I had was not really correct. It was incorrect. It was wrong. Now, it takes a lot of courage to admit that you are wrong. Now, unfortunately, a lot of times it's our own ego which stops us from accepting the fact that I was wrong. Sometimes people have this notion that if I accept that I was wrong, people will take undue advantage or they will put me down. And I think most of these things are contextual. So I won't say you're right or wrong on this, but the fact is you do it for your own self, not for anyone else. Because that is what a true professional would do. When you identify that what you said or the information that you shared was not right, you go back and do the right thing, which is to say, look, I was wrong, but it was unintentional. This is what the correct information is. So try and use that the next time. I'm sure most people would respect you for having done that because very few people actually do it. The next thing that you may want to use in your conversation, and this is, I think, very, very obvious, is to say, I'm sorry. Now, we all say sorry when we are making a mistake, but sometimes you say sorry even when you don't make a mistake because the situation kind of demands that you apologize and you carry on with matters rather than just strengthening the argument. Okay, so I'm sorry is a phrase which is a sign of maturity along with a sign of humility as well. So it's important to say I'm sorry when you've made a mistake because it just goes to show that you're willing to accept accountability for your own actions. So saying sorry is the sign of an individual who is mature enough to understand that there will not be a situation where I'll be right 100% of the time. Sometimes I will be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I need to admit the fact that I made a mistake and therefore I'll say sorry. So saying I'm sorry is a great way of telling the other person that, look, I made a mistake, but it's all right, I hope, and I believe you'll be able to forgive me for what I said or what I did. If you don't want to say sorry, you can say I apologize, but still you mean what you mean, but accept the fact that there was a mistake that you did or something that you said which you shouldn't have done or said in the first place. The third and very interesting phrase, which is personally my favorite phrase, I think a lot of times we do not use this, and it's really disappointing that we don't use it enough. So here's the phrase. The phrase is, I need your help. It's very simple. I need your help. Now, one of the reasons which I believe a lot of people do not say this is because somewhere down the line, the fact that I ask for help means that I'm not competent enough. I'm not good enough. And therefore, I need others to help me on something, which I think is a very, very short-sighted approach of looking at this. Rather, a more holistic approach of looking at this would be, I need your help today. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to help you back. So I need your help. Either it could be in terms of completion of work, it could be in terms of solving a problem or a query. But the fact that you're willing to ask for help is a great indication that you're willing to learn, that you're willing to get the information the other person has got, because you cannot be an expert in everything, no matter what you think about it. But I believe that you can't be an expert in everything. You need to bank upon people's expertise, their experience, their knowledge. So the moment you say, I need your help, you're also basically giving the other person an opportunity to help you, which I think is a beautiful way of strengthening your relationship with other people. And that also means that whenever you can, please go back and help them back. So it's a reciprocal relationship. But start saying, I need your help. And you'll see that people around you will trust you more, will find it a lot more easier to work with you, and it will be a great win-win situation. Last but not the least, one more phrase that I believe will really help you in developing and demonstrating wonderful relationships at the workplace is to say, I appreciate that. Now, the word appreciation is magical in itself. When you say, I appreciate that, or I appreciate what you said, I appreciate you having given me this suggestion, all of that genuinely means that you compliment people from the bottom of your heart, you respect them for who they are, and therefore you use those words. So I appreciate that. I appreciate what you said. It's a great way of building your bond with other people around you. It also means that you're creating a culture at the workplace of mutual respect and appreciation. So go ahead and do that more often. So these are the 4 phrases that I would like to suggest that you strongly use and use them consistently. The first one was, I was wrong. When you have made a mistake and you realize that, you say, I was wrong. Number 2, I'm sorry. When you have said something or done something which has hurt sentiments, have the maturity and humility to say, I am sorry. I apologize for what happened. Number 3, when you need help, please go ahead and ask for it. Nothing wrong in asking for help. In fact, by asking for help, you're only developing your relationship and bond with other people. So feel free to say, I need your help. And last but not the least, compliment from the bottom of your heart. When you see something which is great, say, I appreciate that, or I appreciate what you said. And you'll see people will reciprocate to that sooner than later. Now, the question is, if I say all of this, can I also expect people to do that for me? Will that happen? The answer is no. The answer is a no, because you can only do it for yourself. You can't expect others to do what you want to do for yourself. And that's how the world operates. And therefore, do not have these expectations from other people around you. So why should I do it? Why should be I the only person taking the lead and trying to be a gentleman or a great lady? Well, the answer to that is you want to be a better person. You want to be a better version of your own self. And that's the only reason that you do it. You don't do it for anybody else. So it's a choice. I'm not suggesting you have to do it or you must do it. But if you do it, you'll have a great relationship at the workplace, maybe in personal life too. So try these phrases and do let me know your thoughts on them, whether you agree or disagree with me on this. But I'm sure it will definitely give you some edge in anything and everything that you do at the workplace. So I'll be really, really keen to listen to your thoughts on this and your experiences about this. So please do let me know about that. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you again in another video very, very soon. Take care.